But so Memorial Day weekend I spent out in the desert. Truck ran fine, no issues at all. I would like to upgrade them, take them Fox coilovers off and sell them to somebody, and try something else. Those were a waste of money. They look fancy and everything, but for the price you'd expect, or I would expect, a little more customer support, you know, factory support. I didn't get nothing other than a price to upgrade them, you know. So now they could probably be revalved and all that stuff, but I don't want to take them off, pay for somebody to revalve. We got to find somebody that knows what they're doing, first of all, because you got to take them all apart and put them back together again. And if you don't like them, what, you can take them back off again? So I've gone through on my Tacoma. I went through Old Man Emu, Nitro Shocks, Nitro Charger Sports, Bilstein 5100s, and I finally settled on the Rancho 9000s, the 9-way adjustable. I had them set all the way on 8. And those did the job, but you know, all that costs money, you know. I'm thinking I take these off, I can get at least, I don't know, $1,200 for them. And then I'm looking at something I can get off the shelf, something basic, none of this fancy stuff. This is racing stuff. You want to be adjusting stuff and servicing this stuff, you know, go for it. Just give me something off the shelf. So I'm looking at some Konis. Unfortunately, the Konis I'm looking at aren't available here in the United States. So I put an email into Koni about that, and we'll see what they come back with. You know, I know where I can order some from, but shipping costs and everything is just kind of outrageous. So another thing, Snorkels. I just saw a video on Snorkels, right? Guy's got like, I don't know how many thousand views of his snorkel. Would I put a snorkel on here? Sure, if somebody gave me one, but it's really not necessary. How deep of water do we have here in California when it rains? I mean, I've been in the water up to the top of the tires on these 35-inch 35-inch tires. I got a little water in the back door. That's how deep the water was. No issues, just got to know how to drive through the water. Snorkel would be nice if somebody gave me one, but you know, they're about $300, over $300 for a plastic tube. Why? Do I look... Who's dumb enough to pay $300 for a plastic tube? It's not even necessary. I see guys driving around town with them on, you know, and it's like, these guys never even go off-road. Well, I guess there's a sucker born every day. So I'm going to include with this video some clips from Australia, and these guys are doing water crossing, so let's give you some tips on crossing the water, right? Deep water. Some of their vehicles got water over the hood. They all had snorkels. But one thing I want you to pay attention to is that they tied their vehicles off before they crossed. Because number one thing you don't want to do is stall in the middle of the water. If you should stall out, that's when water seeps in every place. The bearings and U-joints and all kinds of seals and your door panels and all that other stuff. So the longer you sit there, the more the water starts seeping in. You'll find it, maybe not that day, but maybe a week or two later, your wheel bearings go out or something. So you don't want to stop. So what they do is they hook up before they cross to the first guy that crossed, and they make sure they keep going all the way through. If they should slow down, just keep going, pull them out. Like I said, they all have snorkels. The thing with the snorkels is you got to make sure it's sealed properly. I'll post a link to a video of the guy showing his vehicle. He bought it with a snorkel on it. He's taking the snorkel off and he's looking at all the joints. They're sealed, the caulking's coming out, and it's not sealed properly. So a lot of good that snorkel's going to do you if the water can get in. So I'll put a link to that. And another issue I've seen with deep water crossings, I've seen it right there where I cross out there in the Mojave, is guys with fans. See, this has electric fan. The guys that have the regular fan on the pulley, the metal fan, that thing's spinning while you cross the water. You get water into your front of your grill there, into the engine bay, and that fan now wants to be a propeller, right? Because it's spinning. Instead of pushing air, it's pushing water. And the fan's not made for that, so it'll bend, it'll flex, bend right into your radiator. I seen it last year. I was out there. There was a guy, the radiator just tore up. Nothing he could do but wait for a tow truck. One way to avoid that is to put a cover over your, put a cover of something, anything, you know, blue tarp, just covering up your grill so the water don't rush in there. It's eventually going to go in there, but you don't want that rush of water in there. So, now they didn't do it in this video, but I've seen it in other videos, so stay tuned, and I'll just share these links with you guys, because that's all I got.
Easy. Oh, yeah, first gear? Second.
Taking attention so he doesn't fall over.
Yeah, go, Luke.
Yep, go.
Go.
So you just put your windows up.
You reckon it's getting deep in here?
Maybe.
Because every time the bottom's going further and further, right?
Yeah. What I've got, I'm going to hit it, and it just went, I'm going, pull, 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 pull.